What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're going back to U2. Yes, indeed, U2 fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bobbity-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Steve Smith, and this is actually one of Steve's 3 prioritized requests for the month of August for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Steve. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Steve wanted to see me react to this. It is U2 with a tune entitled, is that right? Daddy's Gonna Pay for Your Crashed Car. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by In the Name of U2. Cute. And the video has 313,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. 18. Okay, 18th. My guess is 18th song of the set. U2, Daddy's Gonna Pay for Your Crashed Car. Zoo TV, Sydney, 1993. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
precious stone. You're out on your own. You know everyone in the world, but you feel alone. Daddy won't let you weep. Daddy won't let you ache. Daddy'll give you as much as you can take. Shala. Shala. Daddy's gonna pay for your price. You're a baby's fish. Butterfly kisses up and down your wrist. When you see Daddy coming, you're licking your lip. Nails beaten down to the quick.
I have mixed feelings, and there's nothing casual about these feelings. They're extreme. And I'm going to do my best not to go on a rant here.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to try to hold off. I'm going to go on a rant at some point in this video. I don't know when. It might be here. I'm going to try to save it for the review. I'm going to try my best, but I'm not making any promises. The song itself, it's catchy. It's poppy. It's got a nice little rock feel to it, but I would struggle to call this a rock song. I would be more inclined to call this a disco song before I would call it a rock song. But the groove is nice. The groove does feel good. It's a very straightforward groove on top of the beat, like right on top of the beat. There's nothing laid back about this song. It's right on top of the beat, driving song. The instrumentation sounds good. Bass and drums locked in as always. I've come to expect that from them. Larry and Adam are just a phenomenal rhythm section. Edge's guitar playing, sparse but very appropriate for the style of song. As far as the vocals go, the vocal delivery sounds good. It's fitting for the style of song, without question. It sounds good. I got no issue with anything that's being sang, with what's being delivered within the vocal delivery. I got no issue with anything there. My entire issue lies within the live performance.
All hands, race for impact!
And like I said, I'm gonna do my best to keep my for lack of a better word, my displeasure in check. Some might say displeasure, some might say flat out rage. I'm definitely feeling the rage. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely am. People are paying Lord knows how much to see U2 perform live. They're paying anywhere from, I'm sure, this is what, 93? Okay. So they're probably paying bare minimum nosebleed seats. Worst seats in the house. Off to the very side, way off, stage left, up in the nosebleeds. They can't barely see the stage. They're probably paying anywhere from $50 to $80. more than likely. Worst seats in the house. And then you got people paying hundreds of dollars to sit in the nosebleeds but see center stage. Okay, but they're still in the nosebleeds. And then you got the people up at the front who are paying thousands to see U2 perform live. They are not, I repeat, not paying to see Bono in a makeshift dressing room on a screen. I'm sorry, they're not. And yet that's what they're getting right now. All because he has this alter ego that he has for this, album or albums. I'm not sure if it was just one album or several albums. I don't know. And to be perfectly frank, I do not care. But when you have a performer who has the audacity to charge hundreds to thousands of dollars, you better be on that stage giving those people their money's worth. And I'm sorry, in my humble opinion, I do not believe for 1 second that being on a camera and performing in front of a camera so that it can be projected onto a screen is appropriate. I don't think it is. Kind of reminds me of when Tool performed. I believe it was Tool. It might have been a Perfect Circle. I'm not sure if it was Tool or a Perfect Circle. But Maynard decided to perform the entire set inside of this dodecahedron. From what I was told, I wasn't there, I didn't see it, but I've heard about it from multiple people, where Tool started to play, they started their set, he walks out on stage, and there's this dodecahedron about 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet. And he proceeds to step inside this little capsule and perform the entire 2-hour set inside this capsule. He thought he was being artistic. The crowd, from what I heard from people who were in the crowd was livid. They were pissed. And they had every right to be. I don't care what Maynard said. I don't care what his justifications were. Oh, he wasn't feeling it. He was feeling unappreciated. He was having severe anxiety. I don't care what the excuse is. If you have the audacity to be charging people the amount of money that they were charging, then you better be on that stage. You better be visible, and you better be performing in person for that crowd. For all we know, this video footage was formed or was filmed ahead of time. It was filmed a day in advance. It was filmed a week in advance. We don't know because we can't see it. It's being projected on screens. I find that to be disrespectful. I find it to be inappropriate. And honestly, I think it shows a severe lack of character. I don't care what the circumstances are. It doesn't matter. You're performing live. Supposedly, you're performing live in front of a crowd. You better be out there. And I'm sorry, this whole dressing room, alternative persona. Did Ziggy Stardust ever do this? Did Ziggy Stardust ever pull this crap when David Bowie decided to be his alter ego and be Ziggy Stardust? Did he ever do this in front, filming himself in a dressing room or having himself filmed in a dressing room while he performed live in front of a crowd? Crowd can't see him unless they're up on a screen. No, he never did. He never did. He was always out in front of the crowd. So I'm sorry, but I find this inexcusable. If I were in the audience, I'd be pissed. I'd be absolutely pissed. I don't care if it's for one song. I'm paying for a concert, a full show of live performance. If I wanted to watch a television screen or a monitor, I'd stay home and watch a monitor or a television screen. Save my money. I'm sorry, but this is upsetting. It really is. And I know people are going to go, artistic. You know, it's artistic expression. No, it's not. No, it's not. I could think of a bunch of other words. I won't say those words because I don't like cursing on the channel. I really don't. But there are some very colorful euphemisms I could be using right now. Absolutely. To describe what this really is. Anyway, let's get back into this, shall we?
Daddy's gonna pay for your crash car. Daddy's gonna pay for your crash car.
Oh, how nice of you to join us on stage.
You're a head full of traffic. You're a siren song. You cry for mama. Daddy's right along. Gives you the keys to a flaming car. Daddy's with you wherever you are. Daddy's comfort. He's your best friend. Daddy, hold your hand to the end. Shala, shala, shala. Daddy's gonna pay for your crash car. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday's alright. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Daddy's gonna pay. Daddy's gonna pay. Daddy's gonna pay. Daddy's gonna pay for your crash car.
It was nice of him to finally come out, 2/3 of the way through the song. Nice of him to grace us with his presence. But honestly, I'm not impressed at all. Quite the opposite. Let me get my thoughts together. I need to think about this. I need to put everything into perspective and weigh the pros against the cons. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was U2 with a live performance. That's going to be key here. A live performance of a tune called Daddy's Gonna Pay for Your Crashed Car. This was a request from Steve Smith, and this was actually one of Steve's 3 prioritized requests for the month of August for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Steve. Hope you enjoyed the show. Okay. I thought long and hard about my score, how I came up with it, and most importantly, what I was going to say about it. It took me a while. It did. I sat here for quite a while contemplating. The score, yes. How I came up with the score, yes, but more than anything, about what I was going to say. Because I have some choice words that I'm going to be using here. So let's just get to it. Let's just get right into it, and let's have some fun here. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that overall presentation, I'm gonna give that a 5.7. Yep, 5.7. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 5.7. What does that mean? Well, a 5.7 would translate to an okay scale rating. Yeah, we're not in the negatives. We're, believe it or not, we're in the positives. So, a 5.7 would translate to an okay scale rating. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a C+ letter grade. Yeah, let that one sink in. A C+ letter grade. So there you go. A 5.7, okay scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a C+ letter grade. See, it's not as bad as you might have thought it was going to be. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Okay, this is where I'm going to do my best because I already went on the rant. So there's no reason to go on the rant again. I already said everything I needed to say during the rant. Okay, I will hit some bullet points, but I'm not going to go on a full-blown rant. At least I hope not. Now look, it might happen. It might happen. I might just kind of go with the flow, and I might just have a moment, and I might just say, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to go on another rant. It might happen, okay? If it does, I make no apologies for it, because if it does happen, then obviously it needed to happen again. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the song first. Okay. Now listen. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, look. The song it's a pretty good song, if I'm being honest. Okay. It's not one of the best songs I've ever heard from you two from a songwriting standpoint. I've heard far more impressive songs than this. I've heard far better written songs than this. It had a very poppy feel to it. I would borderline. I'm not saying it was disco, but it definitely had disco elements. It absolutely did. I would struggle to call this a rock song. I'd be more inclined to call it a disco song before I would call it a rock song. But it had a nice groove. It had a nice feel. Nothing complex about the song whatsoever. Very straightforward. Very simple. Very on top of the beat. As far as the musicianship goes, it was clean. It was solid across the board. Obviously, Larry and Adam being the foundation that they are. They did a fine job of holding the song down, establishing a groove, filling it out. Sounded nice. I'll give Edge all the credit in the world. What he played fit the song like a glove. Sparse playing here and there. Not really playing full-blown, like rock-style guitar. I mean, there was a lot of times where he was resting and laying out. And then he would come in with a little riff. One again to two. Just 6 deep notes. Rest and rest and rest and just sparse playing throughout pretty much the entire song. I got no issue with that. I got no problem with that. It fit the context of the song. It fit the theme of the song. It was very, conducive to the song. Okay? I got no issue with anything he did. It was very tastefully done. Okay? Bono's vocals on this. The vocal performance. It was solid. I'm not going to sit here and say it was mind-blowing. It is what it is. It was conducive to the song. I think if he had been belting his vocals and trying to be more impressive, I think it would have done the song a disservice, if I'm being honest, okay? I think what he sang fit the song like a glove. Was it impressive? No. Was it amazing? No. Was it mind-blowing? No. It was solid, okay? And I will absolutely give credit where credit's due. Purely from a songwriting standpoint and from a live performance from the musicianship standpoint, I would honestly give this like about a 6.2, 6.3, somewhere in there. I would actually say the song is pretty good, okay? It's not one of their best by any stretch, but I've heard far worse than this. But I'm giving this a 5.7. How in the world did that happen? Oh boy, I can already feel the rage building. I can already feel it. If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you already know what I'm gonna say. So take a deep breath with me, folks, and say it with me, kids.
Sing it out one time.
A live show can help your score, or it can hurt your score. In this case, the live show, if you can call it that, absolutely hurt the score, without question. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to not go into another rant. I'm really gonna try, but I'm not making any promises, folks. I may just have to. I may have to just cut loose. Okay, first of all, and this is really the only argument I really need. Let's go down the checklist, okay? Let's go down the checklist, the 6 criteria that I look for in a live show, okay? Stage presence, check. I'll give that the check, okay? Absolutely. They looked like performers. They they acted like performers, and you know they had the stage presence without question. Okay. Stage energy, no, zilch, none, nada. There was nothing happening on that stage that really defined stage energy. Stage interaction, no, none, zilch, nada, zero, big fat goose egg. Nobody interacted with anybody on that stage. It was like they were all complete strangers to each other. Crowd interaction, no, zilch, none, nada, no, none. There's a difference between playing to the camera and playing to the crowd. Okay, now I understand. Playing to the camera when the camera is there, that's one thing, okay? When you're on stage performing and there's a camera over here while you're interacting with the crowd, okay, sure, turn to the camera, interact with the camera. It makes the people in the back feel good. But you gotta be on the stage in order to do that. If you're back in, no, bad Heretic. Bad Heretic. No, we are not going to go on another rant again. No. Okay, so no, there was no crowd interaction. There was camera interaction, sure, but there was no crowd interaction. Okay, showmanship. Believe it or not, I'm going to give that a check. I am going to give that one a check. Being on camera, doing what he was doing, you know, putting on the makeup, yes. It's showmanship. Sure, why not? We'll go with it. We'll go with it. Showmanship, check. Production. Again, it's a small check. I mean, okay, it's a check. But production, never really all that super important. It's more for bonus points. And in this case, it did help a little bit. It did. Yeah, it was there. Production was there. You know, great job with the camera work. Great job with the video screens. With the prelude, that was nice. That was an interesting prelude, by the way. I liked it. I think that was a tenor. I'm not sure who that was, but it sounded good. But nice job with the video screens. Nice job with the camera work. You know, and there you go. Nice job with the set design. But I'm sorry. I'm trying not to go on a rant here, folks. I really am, but I can just feel it. I can feel it. It just wants to come out. I already said everything I needed to say during the reaction. Look, if you're paying X number of dollars to go see a band perform live, wouldn't it be nice to see the band on the stage performing live the whole show? It'd be nice, right? You know, look, I know it's probably just one song. Okay, I get that. In the scope of 24, 25, 26 songs. This is just one, okay? It's only one song where he left the stage to go get into his alter ego and, so he could come back out and perform. Okay, I get it. I absolutely get it. Okay, I'm not 100% honest there. I don't get it. I wouldn't do that, but it is what it is. Look, did David Bowie ever do that when he was Ziggy Stardust? Did he ever leave the stage to go put on his makeup? No! He came out with the makeup on, in the outfit he was going to wear, and he performed the entire show like that, okay? I don't see the need to go backstage and put on a costume, put on makeup. He should already be done. You never saw Kiss do that. They came out on stage wearing their garb, wearing their makeup, did the entire show like that, okay? It's called being professional. David Bowie did it. The New York Dolls did it. Gwar did it. Still doing it. Kiss did it. You name it, they did it. They came out on stage ready to go. Now, I understand they want to do this. He wants to be artistic. He wants artistic expression. And I'm waiting for the YouTube fans. I'm waiting for not the casual YouTube fans. I'm talking about the die hard, live and breathe YouTube. YouTube pumps through their veins. It makes their heart go doki doki. It makes their blood flow. They live and breathe and die by YouTube. To come forward in the comments and say, how dare you, DH? How dare you attack Bono? He's being artistically expressive. He's expressing himself. I want you for one moment, those diehard YouTube fans, remove your lips from Bono's lower extremities.
Down there.
What? Front or back, take your pick. I don't care.
In the cock. Cockles of your heart.
Take your lips off his lower extremities and ask yourself this one question. If it was any other band other than the band that you live and breathe by, that your heart beats for, if it was any other band, would you find that acceptable? No, you would not. But because it's you two, they're gonna get a pass. I don't think so. Not on this channel. I hold everybody to the exact same standards. And I find it absolutely deplorable. So, you can come at me all you want, but I've already dismissed your argument. You can come at me with that argument all you want. I've already destroyed it. So, feel free. Feel free to come with me with that argument all you want. He's being artistic. He's being expressive. No, he's not. No, he's not. Because like I said, if it was any other band other than your favorite band, would you find it okay? No, you wouldn't. So, there you go. 5.7. Absolutely, I feel that is the score that this performance deserves, this overall package deserves. And that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 5.7, which is an okay scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a C+ letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.